Now on CoastTV News.
We are seeing some areas of patchy fog this morning, otherwise clear, a beautiful morning and a beautiful ending to the month of May. Sunshine along with cooler and drier conditions. And the weekend's looking pretty good too. I'll have the details coming up.
Rush hour fire, this tractor trailer on your screen on fire, the issues that it caused to a large highway in a neighboring state.
There's absolutely no difference in the eyes of state law than this houseboat. There's absolutely nothing.
You just heard the CEO of a company looking to rent out houseboats in Ocean City. We're looking at why the town is trying to block that and how the dispute could end up in court.
Patrol without a home? You're looking at the temporary digs for Rehoboth Beach lifeguards. What are their challenges? And the timeline now being put out for the completion of a new headquarters.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It is Thursday, May 30th, 2024. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley. Thanks for being up with us during our 5 o'clock hour.
And Paige, just before 7 last night, my wife and I were out. We got caught in a massive downpour. It was a soaker.
It was. I kind of heard the thunder before I heard the rain. Did that happen to you guys?
No, we were inside a building, and then we were heading towards the exit, and you could see the window. I'm like, we have to go out in that.
Uh-oh.
So we got soaked to the brief run to the car.
I have some construction going on at my house right now, and I thought the guys were going to stay there till a certain time. All of a sudden, I'm like, I don't hear them anymore.
Where'd they go?
And that's when I heard the thunder and the rain. I'm like, oh, they saw it coming. Yeah, they got out of there quick. So good for you guys. But let's bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahey now. Bob, you did warn us. Might see some scattered showers yesterday, but what's it looking like today?
Yeah, those showers and storms were right on time yesterday, and they didn't stick around very long. And now in the wake of those, we're seeing clear skies this morning and some lingering moisture, some patchy fog. Now it's 10 miles visibility, Georgetown, Salisbury, and Ocean City, but I think we are seeing some patchy fog out there, but it burns off quickly this morning. And look at these temperatures, really nice in the 50s, 58 Salisbury, Redden 56, Milton 58, 58 Bethany Beach, Indian River Inlet right now at 61, and we have a light northwest breeze. So aside from the patchy fog, it is mainly clear. We've got a beautiful sunrise. I just looked outside, a beautiful crescent moon as well, as there's a front kind of hung up along the coast right now, and we're getting into a northwest flow. A little disturbance moving through Pennsylvania might give us a shower this evening. Otherwise, huge high pressure will start to clear us out and give us a beautiful pattern. Here is Futurecast. This morning, any fog burns off, looking at mostly sunny skies. Cooler today with highs only in the mid-70s as we go into the afternoon, 60s and 70s along the coast, and maybe a stray sprinkle as we go into this evening. But your day part forecast is a cool and refreshing one with highs in the 70s and looking good for the end of the month and even into the weekend as well. Your full forecast coming up in just a bit.
All right, thanks, Bob. New this morning, Ocean City officials are investigating a fire at a condominium. According to the Ocean City Police Department, the fire was reported on the 4th floor, and the department says this happened around 8:45 p.m. Wednesday night. The building is located on Atlantic Avenue. The Ocean Pines Volunteer Fire Department and Berlin Fire Company, they also worked to put out that fire.
Also new this morning, Delaware State Police are investigating a home invasion that happened in Laurel. According to police, it was a little after 6 a.m. Wednesday morning. They responded to a home on Old Stage Road. The agency says 2 suspects went inside the house, tied up a male victim, and then assaulted him with a gun. Police say the suspects got away with money and property, and officers also saying at this time there's no description of those suspects.
Big delays on the New Jersey Turnpike during rush hour Wednesday due to this fire. This was in the container of a tractor trailer. You can see those flames right there. This was shortly after 4 p.m. The tractor trailer had a large fire in the container section. It was hauling tires, which added to the intensity of the flames. 2 lanes of the turnpike were blocked while firefighters worked to extinguish the fire. It caused heavy delays.
A boat company called Sea Rocket and the Ocean City Council are continuing to butt heads over houseboat rentals. Sea Rocket's known for doing boat rides, paragliding, and other activities on the water. They're looking to expand this summer by adding houseboats for people to rent out for the night. But that's when their plan hit a snag. The town sent them an email warning them take down their listing for a houseboat, claiming it's not allowed. But Sea Rocket disagrees and responded saying vessels fall under the jurisdiction of the state, not the town.
Vessels that come here and you know, they're here for the White Mountain Open, they're registered exactly the same way and paying guests sleep on it. There's absolutely no difference in the eyes of state law than this houseboat. There's absolutely nothing.
And Ocean City wants this current houseboat out of the water, but Sea Rocket says they're not planning on moving it anytime soon.
And this does bring us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, are rental houseboats good for tourism?
All right, 75% of you say yes. The majority of you thinking, yeah, they are good for tourism. 25% of you are voting no. Interesting. Do you have an opinion on this?
I think it looks fun. I
think
don't
so.
know the logistics that would cause the town to have some concerns.
Yeah.
There might be something there, but just on the surface of it, I think it could be fun.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. All right, well, if you haven't voted yet, go ahead, go to coasttv.com or vote on the mobile app.
We're going to stay in Ocean City for this next story. The last seasonal program for the police there is underway, and you can see on your screen right now 28 seasonal officers were sworn in this past Saturday. They're now patrolling the boardwalk and the streets of Ocean City.
Delaware Senate passed a bill aimed at making it easier for people using government help to pay rent to find housing. It stops landlords from refusing tenants just because they use this type of assistance, and it looks to address the housing situation by increasing affordable options. Now it moves to the House for further discussion.
Lifeguards are back in their stands in Rehoboth Beach, but summer's looking a little different for them. Since the new Rehoboth Beach Patrol Station is still a work in progress, the patrol is stationed out of a trailer you see right there in Grenoble Place. But since the Beach Patrol is so large, guards have to sit outside during their breaks. The Beach Patrol captain says that lifeguards have to operate out of their cars since they do not have lockers to keep their stuff in. We went to Rehoboth Beach to hear what people there are saying about this situation, and here is what one woman told us.
The lifeguards, I'm concerned really about them. They sit out all day in the sun, and when they have breaks, they have to sit out in the sun too, or, their hot cars. They really have no place to decompress and get it back together before they go out. And, they have to save people.
And the city says the goal is to have the new Beach Patrol headquarters ready for summer 2025. And that the next phase of the project will be to pour the foundation, and that is expected to be done in mid-June.
Here's some background on a prior setback we previously reported on. In April, crews hit a snag at the construction site. According to the city, workers hit hard soil when putting the supporting wooden piles into the ground. That caused construction to grind to a halt. You can see what that scene looked like there. Yet, as you also heard, the city says the project is still estimated to be finished on time by next year.
In Seaford, a new ordinance could pave the way for 2 marijuana shops within city limits. The proposal introduced at Tuesday night's council meeting is still in the early stages. No final decisions have been made yet. Community members will have their say at a public hearing that is scheduled for June 25th.
If you were in Rehoboth Beach, you may have seen crews adding a little color to some of the crosswalks, and there is a reason why. The city is brightening up Baltimore Avenue with rainbow crosswalks. It's to celebrate the LGBTQ+ community. According to city officials, crews are painting the crosswalks at Baltimore Avenue and 2nd Street this week, and they say they'll move to 1st Street starting next week.
Former President Trump's fate remains in the hands of 12 New Yorkers. Jury deliberations in his hush money case continue today. A verdict could actually be reached.
Yeah, NBC's Bree Jackson shows us now the task of the jurors in this historic trial.
Jurors reconvened today in the first criminal trial of an American president, former President Trump. During day one of deliberations, they asked to rehear portions of testimony, including from the very first witness, former tabloid publisher David Pecker.
And it also did ask for some testimony from Michael Cohen, which suggests that they didn't write off his testimony as the defense asked them to do.
The jury also wants Judge Juan Merchan to reread his jury instructions.
They want to understand the fine legal points of the law, and this is not unusual.
The judge directed the jury to set aside any biases for or against Mr. Trump, who claims this case is election interference.
I mean, what is very unfair is that I'm not campaigning in this room all day long.
President Biden and Vice President Harris were on the campaign trail Wednesday, making their pitch to black voters in Pennsylvania.
Kamala and I are President and Vice President of the United States because of you. That's not hyperbole.
Biden painting his political rival as a threat to democracy.
He calls insurrectionists who stormed the Capitol patriots. Patriots. What do you think would happen if black Americans had stormed the Capitol?
Trump's legal fate is now in the hands of 12 jurors. Both presidential candidates are using his legal woes to make their case for re-election. Voters will have the final say this November. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
Happening today, plans being made for a trip to Rehoboth Beach by President Biden. According to the Federal Aviation Administration, a temporary flight restriction will go into effect for Rehoboth Beach for 9:30 a.m. this morning. It ends at 10 a.m. on Friday. It'll be reinstated later that night at 7:30, and then it will remain throughout the weekend.
Oh, we're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Yeah, coming up, Paige, Maryland facing a new lawsuit over how horseshoe crabs are used in human health. We'll tell you what one organization says the state failed to do.
And temporary trolley change in Bethany Beach, telling you why the town says the project is needed and what other safety benefits could be coming.
Southwest Airlines says they know what caused many flights to be delayed earlier this week. We'll tell you what they discovered and how it is now working to relieve issues for customers. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Coverage on the road, in your community, along the coast. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town, the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep. Coverage you can count on.
Have fun and enjoy Delmarva's Coast with Petey the Peacock, sharing joy coastwide. Know where he's going to be next and get his free coloring book at peteythepeacock.com. Sponsored by Tidal Health.
Prepare for an adrenaline rush like never before. Delmarva Sports Network is your destination for all the heart-pounding action of spring sports. From breathtaking strikeouts to awe-inspiring goals. Dive into the world of baseball, softball, boys and girls lacrosse, and girls soccer. DSN, where hometown heroes transform into legends and where champions are forged. Don't miss a single moment of unforgettable action. Delmarva Sports Network. Local teams, big dreams.
On the next Tamron Hall, a daytime exclusive, Tina Campbell. She's a four-time Grammy Award-winning gospel superstar and half of the Mary Mary duo. She performs her new solo single. Plus, what happens when you drop Tina and her sisters in the woods? A look inside their epic girls trip. Then, he dropped out of school at age 14, then went on to become one of the world's most important chefs. How Chef Daniel Boulud made his way to the top. Next Tamron Hall.
Thursday at 3 on Coast TV.
Wheel, meet the fan favorites.
I'm Pat. I'm a friend of Anna.
Who are real pros.
We have a very special group of super solvers. Let's see how they do tonight, huh?
Thursday at 7 on Coast TV.
Jeopardy, a little dose of radical self-acceptance.
I'm a little bit strange, a little bit different, and there's not a lot of other people go in that direction.
She's found herself. Can she find another win?
Thursday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
5:13, beautiful Thursday morning. Irish Ice Cam, light chip overfalls looking good. A little breeze going. 58 in Lewis, and we've got upper 50s and lower 60s from Lewis down to Ocean City right now. 57 Delmar, 58 in Georgetown, and a little bit of a northwest breeze right now. And do watch out for areas of patchy fog. I hit some on the way in, so it'll burn off pretty quickly this morning. Otherwise, we are seeing some showers now into Pennsylvania. A little disturbance that could move through a little bit later this evening. Otherwise, we're looking at dry conditions and a beautiful day on the golf course. Make sure you have the sunscreen. Excellent putt today, Matt Pensick. Look at that. Lots of sunshine, cooler and drier, and a high around 76.
That was from way downtown. You
Yes,
nailed
it
it, Bob. Well done. This morning, Delaware State Police will continue their efforts to determine the cause of a car crash. This resulted in the death of a 45-year-old Frankford man. According to state police, he lost control of his car on Tuesday night when driving on Frankford School Road in Frankford. The car flipped after running off the road. The driver was thrown from the car, later died at the hospital. The man's name has not been released yet as his family is being notified. Caught in the act. That is how Bethany Beach police described an arrest of a 17-year-old boy who's been charged with 2 counts of graffiti to personal property under $1,500 and having graffiti tools, resisting arrest, and underage possession of alcohol. This all happened on Saturday in Bethany Beach. Officers saw the teenager spray painting a trash can. He tried to run but was quickly caught, and then he was ultimately handed back over to his parents after being charged.
Southwest Airlines has resolved a brief tech issue that caused flights to be delayed. The airline says this issue was caused by a power outage at a data center in Dallas Wednesday afternoon. The company also says it was able to continue overall operations. Southwest says it's now working with customers to get them to their final destinations. Dollar Tree is moving into dozens of closed 99-cents only stores. The company announced it acquired leases for 170 99-cent only stores in Arizona, California, Nevada, and Texas. 99 cents only filed for bankruptcy in April and then closed all of the locations. Dollar Tree planning to reopen these stores with its own products under its branding this fall. Still ahead this morning, a temporary trolley change in Bethany Beach when the town says you can expect to return to regular schedules.
And we're seeing breezy and cool conditions on our Tyndall's Casual Furniture camera in Ocean City. Branches blowing around, little ripples on the canal there. So we're looking at a breezy and cool day. Watch out for a little bit of morning fog. Beautiful weather to end the month of May. And the weekend is looking pretty good. Forecast details coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, celebrate World Ocean Day with fun activities and stewardship. Plus, a sneak peek into a game night benefiting a great cause. And on Spill the Tea, a family babysitting dilemma. Today at 4 on Coast TV.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro. The natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Legzercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Legzercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Legzercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
In our coastal communities, every wave has a tale. Coast TV brings these stories home, from the smallest shell in Ocean City to the lighthouse in Lewis. What happens here matters. Every moment, every detail is a chapter in our shared story. We're your neighbors, your friends, woven into the very sands of our community. Our stories are your stories, reflecting the heart and soul of our coastal life. Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
Hey moms, you know those unforgettable face palms? Those moments that leave us both laughing and sighing. They're not just mishaps, there are shared stories. Share your unique mom moments with us. Go to coastlife.com/mom. The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Time is 5:18, and you are now looking live at Ocean City. We're seeing some of that breeze there, but overall, things seem pretty comfortable on this Thursday morning. How about these conditions, Bob? I am liking it.
Very, very nice. And that breeze is a dry breeze, Matt, and that is coming straight out of Canada with lower humidity. And we are going to be looking at beautiful weather here the next few days. Look at our muggy meter. Of course, it was pretty muggy to end Memorial Day, and now we're getting down into the comfortable range. Very nice. Today through tomorrow into Saturday, we're talking about dew point temperatures even lower than this chart, into the 40s. That's indicating very dry air. And then the humidity does start to creep up a little bit into the weekend, and then we're getting back into the muggy and humid conditions early next week, but really nice to round out the month of May. Do watch out for areas of patchy fog this morning. I think it'll burn off pretty quickly. Otherwise, mostly clear skies. There was a little bit of a front hung up, and it still is along the coast right now, but this will start to move to the east. You can see a little bit of shower activity now through Pennsylvania, near western Maryland. A little disturbance swinging through there. That could bring a sprinkle maybe later this evening. Otherwise, we have huge high pressure developing across the Great Lakes, and this big dome of high pressure will settle over us, giving us nice quiet weather for the next several days. 60 at Indian River Inlet right now, 58 Lewis, 58 in Ocean Pines, and 57 in Del Mar. Feeling a little cooler with that northwest breeze and pretty breezy along the coast right now. Futurecast 7 a.m., maybe some patchy fog. That burns off quickly this morning. Then it's a slow rise in temperatures through the 60s and 70s. 12:30, 72 in Millsboro, 70 in Bethany Beach. Del Mar 73 with lots of sunshine and noticeably less humid into the afternoon with mid-70s from Salisbury to Selbyville, around 75 for you, but only 68 Dewey Beach, so it's going to feel cooler along the beach. Now, Futurecast is indicating maybe a few sprinkles through the evening hours, not a big deal, and then we clear it out through the overnight. It's a chilly start to our Friday morning in the low 50s, and Friday itself a glorious day. Lots of sunshine and temperatures into the mid-70s, running a little bit below average. 69 Bethany Beach, 75 in Del Mar, Georgetown at 73, and then the winds go quiet at night and those temperatures drop, but they're gusty out of the northwest today and into this evening, and then into tomorrow morning. They do lighten up a little bit and then become a little more variable as we go into Saturday, as we're looking at really nice conditions. However, we're looking at more clouds as we go into Sunday. It's possible we could see some showers late on Sunday, but I really think much of the weekend is looking good. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, gorgeous the next couple of days, mid-70s, low 50s at night, and the weekend looking good, mostly sunny. 80 Saturday, 82 Sunday, more clouds, and then kind of muggy into next week with temperatures in the low to mid-80s and staying dry. Umbrella winner today is Brittany Hanlon from Newark. Congratulations, Brittany. You have a brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
All right, all the way up there in Newcastle County. Good stuff. If you use the Bethany Beach trolley, beware. There are some changes being made. There is now temporary reroute of trolley stop 14. This is due to the construction of a new pedestrian and bicycle pathway on Collins Street. Stop is now located at the corner of Collins Street and Half Moon Drive. A couple we spoke with in that area said this new route is a bit of a problem.
It's probably going to be inconvenient for the people living along here, because people with mobility issues will take it into town and get around, so it's a shame.
Yeah, a lot of people use it that, don't want to have to deal with parking in town. Hopefully they'll get it done since it is summer season, right?
And the town says this reroute will remain until construction there is complete.
Coming up next on Coast TV News Today, Maryland facing a new lawsuit involving the health issues of horseshoe crabs. What one organization says the state is responsible for. We'll be right back.
Wheel, meet the fan favorites.
I'm Pat. I'm a friend of Anna.
Who are real pros.
We have a very special group of super solvers. Let's see how they do tonight, huh?
Thursday at 7 on Coast TV.
Jeopardy, a little dose of radical self-acceptance.
I'm a little bit strange, a little bit different, and there's not a lot of other people going that direction.
She's found herself. Can she find another win?
Thursday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
AANHPI Amplified.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. It has the motor and blades built right into the lid, so blend a shake at the gym, make pina coladas by poolside, or grind coffee beans for an iced cold brew on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 with free shipping. You'll also get 2 sipping lids, a second container, and the sports lid. Get it all for just $29.99. Order now.
Prepare for an adrenaline rush like never before. Delmarva Sports Network is your destination for all the heart-pounding action of spring sports. From breathtaking strikeouts to awe-inspiring goals. Dive into the world of baseball, softball, boys and girls lacrosse, and girls soccer. DSN, where hometown heroes transform into legends and where champions are forged. Don't miss a single moment of unforgettable action. Delmarva Sports Network. Local teams, big dreams.
On the next Cameron Hall, a daytime exclusive, Tina Campbell. She's a 4-time Grammy Award-winning gospel superstar and half of the Mary, Mary duo. She performs her new solo single. Plus, what happens when you drop Tina and her sisters in the woods? A look inside their epic girls trip. Then, he dropped out of school at age 14, then went on to become one of the world's most important chefs. how Chef Daniel Boulud made his way to the top. Next, Tamron Hall.
Thursday at 3 on Coast TV. Wake up smarter.
I've got the 5 things you need to know to start your day.
Take a trip down memory lane.
Remember in elementary school when you would make those boxes?
Find your next furry friend.
His name is Peppy, and he's a 12-year-old Chihuahua mix.
And discover your inner clumsy.
That's a sad sign that you're getting old when you just take a little tumble like that.
Make your mornings brilliant. Join April weekdays from 6 to 10 on 107.1 The Duck. Sponsored by Acme Ceramic Tile Company.
The Maryland Department of Natural Resources is being sued. This is over horseshoe crabs. The Center for Biological Diversity alleges DNR failed to release detailed information on how horseshoe crabs are killed or bled for pharmaceutical companies and fishermen. Horseshoe crab blood is used in vaccine testing. We asked the Maryland Department of Natural Resources about this, and they told us they don't comment on active lawsuits.
Delaware State Parks is reminding you to be aware of spotted lanternflies. The agency says from October to June, egg masses can be seen on almost any outdoor surface. In May and June, young bugs can be mistaken for ticks, and in late summer, that's when those adults take flight. The department says if you see one of those bugs, you should kill it.
Some mixed numbers when it comes to the state of tourism in Ocean City. According to the town's tourism report in March, hotels are about half full, rooms going for an average of $230 per night. The city did earn over $856,000 just from tourism taxes, which is more than last year. The report states that social media posts about Ocean City reached millions.
Happening today, get out your giant scissors. Ocean City is holding a ribbon cutting ceremony. It's for Bayside Park at 3rd Street. That's happening today at 11 a.m. You can explore the new park, which includes a slew of new additions. These include a new multi-court surface for both tennis and pickleball play, reconstruction of the basketball courts, and an expansion of the Ocean Bowl skate park.
First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahi joining us again, and I do pose this question once in a while.
Yes.
Is today the conditions for that Joe Nichols that he sang about, sunny and 75?
I think so.
I might like that song.
It might be one of your favorites. That and Friday, Rebecca Black.
Those are two of my favorites.
Yes. The other one we'll save for tomorrow. But I think we're going to hit it today, right, Bob?
I maybe right on the nose. Yeah, 75 could be right on the nose, Matt. So you might have your song and sun and 75 right there. Now, if you're headed to the beaches today, a little cooler, lots of sunshine, low to mid 70s, Ocean City, a little warmer in Fenwick Island, 75 for you. UV index is high, waves around 2 to 3 feet. Have that SPF 30 plus sunscreen. Low is starting in the 60s, up into the low to mid 70s later on. A few clouds. Rehoboth, lots of sunshine for you. On the Bayside, also nice. Cambridge, you're looking at abundant sunshine today, low 70s and similar conditions into Crisfield, and looking beautiful, I think, right into the upcoming weekend. Much of the weekend is nice. Sunday, not as nice as Saturday. Anyway, I'll have more weather.
Bob, thank you. Coming up after the break, dealing with dredging, telling you about the projects you need to know happening right now along our coast.
Also, houseboat holdup in Ocean City, why the town says one company not allowed to rent out those structures, and how the business is responding.
And huge flames. We're telling you about the brush fires Florida dealt with over the week, and an update for people impacted in those areas. Coast TV News Today will be right back.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable lithium-ion power plant. So fast and so convenient. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Look, you can inflate all 4 tires on a single charge. It has a built-in smart pressure digital sensor that gauges and automatically stops when the set tire pressure is reached. Easily inflate pool toys, exercise balls, and more. Call or go online now and get the complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for the factory direct price of just $79.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free, and we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-771-0865. That's 1-800-771-0865, or go to getbullseyepro.com.
On the next Into the Trenches.
They can't get you. You can see in their eyes that
they had a new purpose.
Good pocket, good pocket.
We're trying to do the best we can with the circumstances. Coach Dorsey has always said this, these are when the games really count.
I don't know what to expect at that game. Put one foot in front of the other and just do what needs to be done.
And it sounds like Into the Trenches, the Wildcat Legacy, tonight at
Life is all about choices.
And on Delmarva, we know you have a lot of country music stations to choose from.
Well, at Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3, we believe we do more of what you want.
And playing stuff that we love too, like Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen?
Lainey Wilson.
Lainey Wilson.
Plus all the good stuff too, Reba, Brooks and Dunn, Garth, and all the classics in between.
So we're issuing the Coast Country Challenge.
Tune us in for a week and we're sure when you'll accept the challenge,
you'll feel Delmarva proud too.
Now on Coast TV News.
Watch for some patchy fog this morning. Otherwise, May is ending with sunshine along with cooler and drier conditions. And the weekend's looking pretty good as well. I'll have the forecast details coming up.
Florida fires, what you're seeing here, impacting several counties in the state. What is the cause, and also signs that the situation is getting under control.
Battle over houseboats, a controversy brewing between a business catering to tourists and Ocean City's government.
Delaware dredging, you see some crews preparing. We have the sites and the timeline for these projects.
This is Coast TV News Today.
May 30th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
The time is 5:30, and Paige, as I was walking in this morning, it's been the case for several days now, the days that I've been here.
Yes.
Plenty of rabbits near our studio.
Yes, I always kind of forget this time of year. All the babies are being born.
Okay?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's just like every once in a while. I mean, I see several a day.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Mine's because I'm driving in a little further from you. It's the deer. I see a lot of baby deer.
Okay.
And today the mom ran this way and the baby ran this way.
Boy.
And I got nervous and I can't stop thinking about it. And I hope they found each other again. So just drive really slow on your way into work. But let's bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Triey now. Bob, it seems like the animals, the little critters, are loving this weather.
I think that's just a function of driving to work in the middle of the night, are the deer and the critters, and yeah, you just have to be extra vigilant and watch out for a little bit of patchy fog this morning as well. Some of that, but that will burn off very quickly. And temperatures not bad. 59 Bethany Beach, Lewis 58, the same for Georgetown and Milton and Delmar right now. You're at 57, and there is a bit of a northwest breeze, a little chill to the air, a little breezier along the coast. So make sure you have that light jacket as we're looking at clear skies. A beautiful morning across Delmarva. There are a few sprinkles now across Pennsylvania into western Maryland. You see, we have a little front hung up along the coast. This will push offshore, and that little disturbance could move through this evening. Otherwise, massive high pressure builds in and gives us a beautiful end to the week. Futurecast at 7. Any kind of fog or low clouds burn off quickly to sunshine, and temperatures rising through the 60s and 70s. You'll notice a refreshing northwest breeze today, much lower humidity, and by afternoon, temperatures only into the mid-70s, cooler at the beaches, and then going into this evening, could see that stray shower. Otherwise, looking pretty quiet. UV index today brought to us by Ocean City is a 9. Very high. Burn time is 10 minutes. So we're in that very high range the next several days, the exception being Sunday. So use the following steps to stay protected in the sun.
Will do, Bob. Thank you. New this morning, Ocean City officials are investigating after a fire at a condominium. According to the Ocean City Police Department, this fire was on the 4th floor. This happened around 8:45 Wednesday night. The building's located on Atlantic Avenue. Ocean Pines Volunteer Fire Department and Berlin Fire Company also were there to help put out that fire.
This morning, Delaware State Police continuing the search for 2 suspects who are alleged to have entered a home in Laurel. According to state police, this was a little after 6 a.m. Wednesday morning on Old Stage Road. Get this, the 2 suspects went inside, tied up a man in the house, and then assaulted him with a gun. State police say the suspects got away with money and property, and at this time, there's no description of those suspects.
Some really shocking video to show you now here. Firefighters in Florida dealing with multiple brush fires in several counties. Officials confirm 19 fires sparked since early Wednesday morning. Take a look at that smoke there. Low humidity, high winds, and dry conditions are fanning those flames. Evacuation orders that were in effect for that area, however, have since been lifted.
We have a developing situation happening in Ocean City. A business by the name of Sea Rocket may take legal action against the town, all because it wants to rent out houseboats.
Yeah, Ocean City, however, is telling them no, and now there's a lot of legal back and forth between the two sides. This right as the coastal town charges into the surf of the summer season. CoastTV News reporter Kevin Zappe walks us through this controversy.
Sea Rocket and the Ocean City Council continue to butt heads over the houseboat rentals. And now, after the most recent pushback from the town, Sea Rocket is threatening legal action.
So Heather, does that mean we were just put on notice?
Certainly it sounds like he has threatened a lawsuit.
To give you a breakdown of this story, Sea Rocket, who are known for doing boat rides, paragliding, and other activities in the water, are looking to expand this summer by adding houseboats like these near Dorchester Street in Ocean City for people to rent out for the night. But that's when their plan hit a snag. The town sent them an email warning them to take down the listing for the houseboat, claiming this is not allowed. Sea Rocket disagrees and responded saying vessels fall under the jurisdiction of the state, not the town. Now the town is looking to add an ordinance to the Ocean City law that would more clearly prohibit rental houseboats, a move that Mayor Rick Meehan stands by.
We want to specify that and make it very clear that that's not the intended use in the code or in the comprehensive plan as a use in our recreational marinas. Those marinas are extremely important to us. They provide an awful lot of amenities for our residents and visitors, and that's what we think should remain in these districts.
Will Wangle, the CEO of Sea Rocket, doesn't believe the town has a legal leg to stand on.
They cannot dictate what I do on a parasail boat or a houseboat. It's outside their jurisdiction, and the mayor likes to talk a big game like, he's some sort of king, but in the end of the day, the law is the law.
As the fight continues, the town of Ocean City wants this houseboat out of the waters, but Sea Rocket says they're not planning on moving it anytime soon. I'm Kevin Zappe in Ocean City, CoastTV News.
Delaware Senate has passed a bill aimed at making it easier for people using government help to pay rent to find housing. Stops landlords from refusing tenants just because they use this type of assistance. It looks to address the housing situation by increasing affordable option. Now it moves to the House for further discussion.
This summer, 2 big dredging projects will take place in southern Delaware, and according to DENREC, the Assawoman Canal will see work continue until August 1st. Starting July 1st, dredging will begin near Millsboro in the Indian River. These projects help clear the waterways and improve the environment. If you're boating in these areas, be very careful. Watch out for signs of ongoing work, as there might be some delays.
In Seaford, a new ordinance could pave the way for 2 marijuana shops within city limits. The proposal introduced at Tuesday night's City Council meeting is still in the early stages. No final decisions yet. Community members will have their say at a public hearing scheduled for June 25th.
Well, it's likely the world's largest cybercrime network of its kind ever, according to U.S. officials. We're talking botnet spanning more than 19 million unique IP addresses in almost 200 countries. They say law enforcement has taken it down and arrested its creator in Singapore. A botnet is a network of malware-infected computers secretly controlled by someone who doesn't own them. The DOJ says Chinese nationals allegedly created the botnet and sold access to it to criminals. It alleges some of them defrauded the U.S. government of almost $6 billion in pandemic relief funds.
American Airlines being sued by 3 black men who alleged racial discrimination on a flight. According to the suit, Alvin Jackson, Emmanuel Jean Joseph, Xavier Veal, and other male passengers were removed from a flight. This was back in January. The filing says an airline representative removed them due to a complaint about their body odor. But at least one American representative agreed with the plaintiffs when they suggested it was because of race, according to the suit. A lot more news to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Still coming up, fighting fires in New Jersey. We're telling you why officials say that one fire was so difficult to put out.
And a trip to the boys lacrosse state championship game in Delaware was on the line between Sussex Central and Cape Henlopen. Find out which side would prevail.
And Rehoboth Rainbow Crosswalks, why the city's painting pavements. Stay with us on CoastTV News Today.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, celebrate World Ocean Day with fun activities and stewardship. Plus, a sneak peek into a game night benefiting a great cause. And on Spill the Tea, a family babysitting dilemma. Today at 4 on Coast TV.
Turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. Plus, get free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. Call now.
Hey Steve, we've got this trip to give away. It's gotta be Vegas, man.
No. Hawaii, it's on everybody's bucket list. Oh wait, it's Sarah.
Oh hey, are you guys talking about the trip? Tinseltown is where it's at. Oh hey, there's April.
Wait, I'm the voice of reason. We should let the winner pick.
Listen weekdays for your cue to call to qualify for a spot at our Pick Your Trip party at Suicide Bridge in Hurlock, sponsored by Alpha Roofing and Siding. Delmarva residents only, 21 and older.
Wake up smarter.
I've got the 5 things you need to know to start your day.
Take a trip down memory lane.
Remember in elementary school when you would make those boxes?
Find your next furry friend.
His name is Peppy, and he's a 12-year-old Chihuahua mix.
And discover your inner clumsy.
That's a sad sign that you're getting old when you just take a little tumble like that.
Make your mornings brilliant. Join April weekdays from 6 to 10 on 107.1 The Duck. Sponsored by Acme Ceramic Tile Company. Have fun and enjoy Delmarva's Coast with Petey the Peacock. Sharing joy coast-wide. Know where he's going to be next and get his free coloring book at peteythepeacock.com. Sponsored by Tidal Health.
It is 5:40 on a breezy and cool and mainly sunny Thursday morning. Hershey exteriors, Cam Ocean City, 61 degrees. A little choppy out there on the bay. 60 Indian River Inlet, 58 for Lewis and Rehoboth. Bethany Beach, 59, and mid to upper 50s inland areas right now. There is that northwesterly breeze making it feel just a little cooler, and that breeze is with us all day as we're looking at mostly clear skies right now. Any areas of fog will burn off. Maybe a few showers now moving into Pennsylvania. Otherwise, we're looking at a front that's stalled along the coast right now. Otherwise, high pressure is building in and will give us beautiful weather. Here's your golf forecast for today. Great putt. In fact, an excellent putt. Make sure you have the higher sunscreen on the golf course. Lots of sunshine, cooler and drier, 76. Call the CoastTV First Alert weather phone. It is sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mendows, Brockstead, and Federico.
Longtime plans to fix the bridge in Fenwick Island are moving forward. The focus will be on the bridge replacement on Lighthouse Road in Fenwick. Attendees can view a presentation at 5 p.m. and participate in an open forum to discuss this project. That workshop is June 10th at the Roxana Volunteer Fire Company from 4 to 7.
With roadwork comes roadwork safety, and Maryland is taking steps to ensure that after seeing a rise in work zone accidents. Maryland is toughening penalties for speed violations. This is going to start Saturday, June 1st. Fines for speeding in work zones. It's going to jump from $40 to $80. According to the state, additional increases are planned for 2025. That's based on the speed over the limit. This move, part of the new Maryland Road Workers Protection Act, aimed at reducing the high number of work zone crashes.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
A trip to the DIAA state final on the line in boys lacrosse between Cape Henlopen and Cesar Rodney. The Vikings had won their prior 3 playoff games by at least 16 goals, and they continued to roll. The Vikings rode a 5-goal first quarter to a big 16-4 win. 3 different Vikings tallied a hat trick, and 8 different Cape players scored. This win marks the 5th straight championship game appearance for Cape Henlopen as they search for their first state title victory since 2019. Episode 6 of Into the Trenches, the Wildcat Legacy, premieres tonight. Here's what lies ahead for Delmar football.
On the next Into the Trenches.
They can't get you.
You can see in their eyes that they had a new purpose.
Good pocket.
We're trying to do the best we can with the circumstances. Coach Dorsey has always said this, these are when the games really count.
I don't know what to expect at that game. Put one foot in front of the other and just do what needs to be done.
Into the Trenches, the Wildcat Legacy. Thursday at 7:30 on Delmarva Sports Network.
You can watch the new episode on the Delmarva Sports Network along with our Facebook and the free DSN app. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
Sometimes we go weeks without a new trailer for a big upcoming movie. Sometimes a flood of them come in all at once. David Daniel has a roundup of the latest in today's Hollywood Minute.
We clearly have a situation here. We have decided that the only course of action is for you both to work together.
No. It's not how I work. This is not how I work.
George Clooney and Brad Pitt reunite in Wolves as lone wolf fixers forced to team up. The thriller hits theaters September 20th.
This is a call from the ancestors to sail to new skies and reconnect our people across the entire ocean.
Moana and Maui return in the first teaser for Moana 2. The animated sequel sails into theaters November 27th.
This thing with my mother, this gross sexcapade thing, it's over. Bye, Chris.
Bye. See ya.
You're not Jack and Rose, just get out of the car!
Joey King is displeased when her movie star boss falls for her mother in A Family Affair. Nicole Kidman and Zac Efron also star in the rom-com, debuting June 28th on Netflix.
Open your eyes and look clearly at what's going on around you. We might all be in danger.
Emma Stone and Willem Dafoe re-team with their Poor Things director Yorgos Lanthimos in Kinds of Kindness. Jesse Plemons won Best Actor at Cannes for the anthology film in select theaters June 21st.
Welcome, new students, to Shiz University. Miss Elphaba, you can room with Miss Galinda.
And Wicked gets the Lego treatment. A frame-by-frame brickified trailer is the latest promo for the Wicked movie, landing in theaters November 27th. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Rough week. Cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from Coast TV with personal features, fun things to do each weekend, and more. Lighten up your week. Subscribe to the Coast TV Feel Good Friday newsletter. Sign up now for free at coasttv.com/sign up and get your weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox.
We're seeing a few areas of patchy fog this morning, otherwise mainly clear. Tidal Health Cam in Salisbury looking good, lots of blue skies and a cool breeze, and that will be the case really the next couple of days. Lots of sunshine, cooler, less humidity, and a beautiful end to the month of May. The weekend looking pretty good. I'll have your details coming up next.
NBC News Daily, weekdays at 1 on Coast TV.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Legzercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Legzercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Legzercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
On the next Into the Trenches.
They can't get you. You can see in their eyes that they had a new purpose.
The pocket.
We're trying to do the best we can with the circumstances. Coach Dorsey has always said this, these are when the games really count.
I don't know what to expect at that game. Put one foot in front of the other and just do what needs to be done.
Wildcat like, and it sounds like Into the Trenches, the Wildcat Legacy, tonight at In our coastal communities, every wave has a tale. Coast TV brings these stories home, from the smallest shell in Ocean City to the lighthouse in Lewis. What happens here matters. Every moment, every detail is a chapter in our shared story. We're your neighbors, your friends, woven into the very sands of our community. Our stories are your stories, reflecting the heart and soul of our coastal life. Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
It's now 5:48 on your Thursday. Let's take a live look at Ocean City and see what's going on there. Sun's on its way up. Some birds are out and about. Great morning in Ocean City. I'd love to be on vacation there right now, Bob.
Oh, boy, it is nice. You can see the little ripples on the canal there, too, Paige, indicating the wind. So we've got a wind that's a dry wind and a cool one as well. So we are looking at beautiful conditions as we go through time, and cool as well. We're looking at mid-70s for highs today and tomorrow. Average high is 78, so running a little bit below average, and then 80 on Saturday. Then we're above average, and then after that, lower 80s Sunday into Monday, and the humidity starts to creep up as well. Here is our muggy meter. We're in the comfortable range, and you can even see the line at the very bottom of our scale here as the dew point temperature is 50 degrees, and it's actually lower than that. We're looking at some dew points in the 40s, indicating very dry air. But then the humidity does start to creep back by Sunday and into early next week. We're back into that humid range once again. This morning, watch out for maybe a little patchy fog. Otherwise, that burns off quickly to mostly clear skies, as we have a front that's hung up along the coast right now, but eventually it will turn back into a cold front and usher in some drier air with time. You see a few little showers across Maryland and Pennsylvania. That can move in this evening in the form of a sprinkle or two, but the big story is massive high pressure across the Great Lakes, and this will move to the east, ensuring us of really nice weather to round out the month. Right now, 59 Bethany Beach, 58 in Rehoboth, Milton 58, and Del Mar right now, you're at 58 degrees, and in Northwest breeze is starting to pick up around 5 to 15 miles per hour, and it'll be breezy today, cool and dry as well. Futurecast this morning, any kind of clouds or low clouds or fog will burn off to sunshine as we go through the day. By noon, 73 Salisbury, 71 Georgetown. Along the coast, we're looking at 60s and 70s, and mid-afternoon, we're looking at only around 74, 75 degrees. Inland locations running a little below average. There's that sprinkle chance I mentioned as we go into early this evening. That's possible. Then we're clearing the skies through the overnight, and it's a cool start to our Friday with low 50s, and Friday's an absolutely beautiful day. Lots of sunshine and northwest breeze, and temperatures into the mid-70s, a little cooler for you at the beaches, and then pretty cool as we go into the mornings for the weekend, as that wind's coming straight out of the north and northwest. Pretty gusty during the day. At night, it calms down a little bit, allows us to cool off, and then the winds become more variable with time. Heading into the weekend, Saturday's beautiful. Sunday, I think, more in the way of clouds and maybe a few showers later on in the evening, but I think really much of the weekend is good. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. Great today and tomorrow. Mid-70s, overnight lows, low 50s as we go into Friday and Saturday morning. The humidity starts to come back later in the weekend with temperatures in the low 80s, and then low 80s basically Monday through Wednesday of next week, partly cloudy and getting a little muggy too.
Georgetown wants your help, potentially. Georgetown's looking for 2 people to serve on the Board of Adjustment. These members will help make decisions on property rulings and building plans. So if you live in Georgetown and understand community development, consider applying. The positions are open until June 6th. For more information, call their planning department.
Up next, it's a cancer that you can beat, but the treatment can be tough. We'll show you how a new treatment is helping patients with tongue cancer survive and thrive. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable lithium-ion power plant. So fast and so convenient. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Look, you can inflate all 4 tires on a single charge. It has a built-in smart pressure digital sensor that gauges and automatically stops when the set tire pressure is reached. Easily inflate pool toys, exercise balls, and more. Call or go online now and get the complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for the factory direct price of just $79.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free, and we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-771-0865. That's 1-800-771-0865, or go to getbullseyepro.com.
At FH Fur, we know that a dripping faucet isn't just a nuisance. It's your home crying for help. That's why we say no to dispatch fees and goodbye to diagnostic charges. With our Get a Plumber in Your Home for Free promise, we focus on what really matters, solving your plumbing woes. Whether it's a stubborn clog, a running toilet, or a water heater on the fritz, we bring knowledge, experience, and professionalism right to your doorstep, free.
Call Fur. FHFur. FHFur.com.
Take the DSN app with you wherever you go and never miss a game from your favorite local team. Whether you're on the road, stuck at the office, or out with friends and family, the DSN app notifies you when your team is on live, so you can watch the game as it happens or watch videos on demand. Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV, download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Hey, Steve, we've got this trip to give away. It's gotta be Vegas, man.
No. Hawaii, it's on everybody's bucket list. Oh, wait, it's Sarah.
Oh, hey, are you guys talking about the trip? Tinseltown is where it's at. Oh, hey, there's April.
Wait, I'm the voice of reason. We should let the winner pick.
Listen weekdays for your cue to call to qualify for a spot at our Pick Your Trip party at Suicide Bridge in Hurlock, sponsored by Alpha Roofing and Siding. Delmarva residents only, 21 and older.
Cancer, we all know it's a tough battle for anyone diagnosed with it. One such cancer, tongue cancer, for many patients, they may survive but are left unable to swallow or even speak normally.
Yeah, but now, as Marty Salt shows us, a new treatment is helping patients return to normal after surviving a tongue cancer diagnosis.
The more real it becomes, the more desperate they want it.
Michael Douglas and Stanley Tucci have more in common than acting.
You may have nothing to lose, but I have my life to lose. Thank you very much.
Both are tongue cancer survivors. As in all cancers, it's a difficult battle, and this cancer comes with its own challenges.
People are suffering. They need to be cured, and they need to be cured with less toxicity now.
Standard treatment of tongue cancer involves surgery to remove the cancer, followed by chemo and radiation.
People with that amount of tongue that are missing likely will have trouble swallowing and could be G-tube dependent the rest of their life.
Doctors at UNC hospitals have completed 2 very successful trials. It's not yet standard treatment, but some patients choose to pursue this treatment outside of a clinical trial. For patient Trey Bell, induction therapy decreased the size of his tumor from a tangerine to a marble.
Preserving the amount of tissue we're able to preserve in him allowed him to speak, which I think is normally, and I think he's on a regular diet and lives a normal life.
And most patients did not need radiation after treatment, not only curing them, but improving their quality of life after surgery. I'm Marty Salt reporting.
It's now 5:56 this morning. Time to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day is this mythical creature on your screen right now. That is Pixie.
Aww.
Pixie is a 1.5-year-old long-haired Chihuahua. Pixie loves everyone, and especially her best friend Chai, her calico cat sister.
That is very sweet. What cool names.
Yeah.
I love those. We want to keep seeing all your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos and tell us what makes them so special.
Get that QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to Coast TV News, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
All right, we're coming up on 5:57. Time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out that door.
You know, Paige, it has that feel this morning that humidity it's not going to be much of a factor today, Bob.
We love that.
Yes.
We love less humidity in a very humid climate, and we do get a break, guys, for a few days. Day part forecast, watch out for maybe a little bit of fog in some places this morning, and then it quickly dissipates. Otherwise, lots of sunshine. It will be breezy from the north-northwest. It will be a cool breeze and dry as well, as temperatures only top out, I think, into the low to mid-70s as we go into inland areas. And along the coast, 60s and 70s. Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Some beautiful days on the way right through Friday, and overnight lows in the low 50s, lower 80s for the weekend. More sunshine on Saturday, more clouds on Sunday. Humidity's back, and then we're into the low to some mid 80s next week. It looks like a better chance of storms by the end of next week.
Thanks, Bob. Coming up in our next hour, temporary home for patrol, the extra challenges for those tasked to keep Rehoboth Beach safe this summer. That and more as we continue on Coast TV News Today.